KUAM News, winner of the 2022 Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for the Culture Club.
KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson, celebrating 25 years of commitment to Guam, Micronesia, and the CNMI. Cars Plus Finish Line Express is now open at Cars Plus in Mighty. The state-of-the-art car wash is now open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, serving your local breakfast, lunch, and dinner favorites for over 45 years.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime.
A developing story out of Jigo, a search for a teenage girl last seen by family members on Sunday. I'm Mitsuki Hirayama with the details.
Plus, a look at the emergency session vote. Senators passing 3 bills to fix the conditions at the public schools. The measures now await action by the governor.
And a home burglary caught on camera. Our Julian Hernandez speaks with a homeowner who shares his frustration and hopes the community can help authorities to track down the suspect.
Hafidades and buenas noches. Bienvenido para KUAM News Primetime. Guahusinek Delgado.
Sa Guahusidas Jenny Cruz. Sizas maasi puri mañana mizu guini na programa.
Well, Des, we lead off with a search effort that unfolded in Jigo for a 15-year-old girl, and breaking news just as we come on the air tonight. Police confirming she's been located and is safe.
The teen was missing for more than 48 hours. Our Mitsuki Hirayama joins us now with the update.
Nick and Des, what started out as a troubling past couple of days for this Jigo family ends in some relief tonight. The 15-year-old girl is found, Guam Police Department spokesperson Berlin Savella issuing the update around 5 o'clock that she was located. The teen was unharmed and she had no injuries. It was around midday today, Guam Police and Guam Fire officials were joined by volunteers, at least 20 people total, looking along Tun Tomas Dongo Street. Search parties using a dog and even a drone to find any sign of the teen who was last seen by family members Sunday. We hear it's through the extensive community outreach that authorities were able to find this teen safely and reunite her with her family. So overall, just an incredible way to end what we could tell was a rather stressful time for this Jigo family. For now, GPD's Criminal Investigation Division detectives are still investigating. Nick and Des?
Thanks for following that report, Mitsuki. Good job there. Prayers that the girl's doing much better with her family tonight. Well, this could be a win for Guam's public schools. Overnight, 3 bills that propose to finally lead to major fixes in the aging campuses passed by senators after spending hours in emergency session this week.
The measure is on its way to Guadalupe, undergoing legal review by the governor's team. Here's more from the session floor. All senators there voted to move the bills forward.
Bill number 32-37 COR received 14 ayes and 1 excused. Bill number 32-37 COR is duly passed by this body.
A cheering session hall. This after the past couple of days of tension between the legislature and Guadalupe. Senators in an emergency to get measures passed for the Guam Department of Education schools versus the governor, repeatedly calling for special session, pushing for a 22% government-wide pay raise. Ultimately, senators passing 3 bills Tuesday night. Bill 21, which would appropriate $30 million to the Guam DOE for school repairs and maintenance. Bill 46, which would provide temporary expedited procurement funded with ARP money allotted to GDOE, and Bill 29, which would move up the compliance date for the health and sanitation rules and regulations for existing schools to the start of this upcoming school year in August.
We ask you now, Governor, this will be transmitted to you. We're hoping and praying that you would immediately sign these 3 bills, because now it's incumbent on you now.
Senators seemingly ready to act on solving these long-standing issues after rounds of talks with school stakeholders.
I believe the legislature needs to get involved.
An outcry of testimony urging for a change in Guam's public schools. It's freshman Senator Chris Barnett's first bill passed that's now on the governor's desk.
In the face of these outside pressures that try to divide us, we have remained united in our efforts to address the problems that are our responsibility.
This is for GW, this is for Jose Rios, this is for JQ San Miguel. We're going to get you fixed, and we're going to do it as a team.
Let's get back to schools. Let's get back to safety. Let's get back to, helping CPS, all of these things that are in critical need. Let's get back to building a hospital that we can actually know the answers about. It's not going to be all hidden.
The 3 education bills again are under review at the governor's office.
A special session is underway at this hour on a bill to provide an across-the-board 22% pay hike for GovGuam General Pay Plan employees.
The legislation was introduced at the request of the governor, who was pushing senators hard yesterday to act on the measure. Governor Leon Guerrero invoked her executive authority to call the legislature into special session 4 separate times. This after Republicans during last week's Rules Committee meeting successfully blocked the pay raise bill from the regular March session. But senators had already scheduled an emergency session for GDOE repair bills. So each time they got the notice from Adelup, they paused to go through the motion of scheduling the special session for after the emergency session. The main issue for Republicans was the spike in funding for the original $16 million to $23 million in the amended version. The increase was to account for other employees previously not included, such as UOG, GCC, and the Judiciary. Administration Director Edward Byrne was brought in to take questions. The governor has said she wants pay hikes to take effect on April 1st. And in light of the governor's repeated calls to have her 22% pay increase bill addressed by the legislature, the judiciary already has a plan in place should the measure become law. The Judicial Council recently passing a resolution that proposes a 15% bump in pay for its employees under the general pay plan structure.
The council also approving a resolution for a 10% pay increase for judiciary law enforcement officers. Officials say the proposals intend to align with the executive branch with an estimated cost of $1,041,500. Again, these proposals are contingent on the passage of the governor's bill. A public elementary school teacher denies allegations he molested young boys on the school campus. Defendant Miles Regis Washington appearing before Superior Court Magistrate Judge Benjamin Sison today. Washington, who has since been released from prison, answering to the indictment virtually, sitting by his defense attorney, Jay Arreola.
On behalf of the defendant, we've received a copy of the indictment in this case. We waive the reading thereof. We enter a plea of not guilty to all the charges contained in that indictment.
Washington is charged with 2 counts each of first and second degree criminal sexual conduct. Court documents stated that at least 4 young students accused Washington of allegedly following them into the bathroom and sexually abusing them. Washington waived his right to a speedy trial.
More than 5 pounds of marijuana and THC products found in the U.S. Postal Service recently. Warrants unsealed this week in the District Court of Guam show federal investigators intercepted 3 separate packages sent to Guam last month. One parcel had 714 grams of THC products sent to an address in Zonia from Las Vegas, Nevada. Another had 940 grams of marijuana sent from San Francisco to a Dedito home. And a third package containing 947 grams of the substance, which was sent to a Talifofo address, also from a sender in San Francisco. Now, no charges have been filed in connection to any of these cases. A scary moment now for a Dedito couple after finding out that a burglar targeted their home all while they were inside.
The burglar captured on the home's video surveillance. Julian Hernandez has the story.
Caught on camera. It's Friday afternoon, March 17th, just after 6:30 p.m. This man captured climbing over a concrete wall and trespassing onto a Dedito property on Salisbury Street. He then takes a look around the outside of the home, holding what appears to be a large knife. Suddenly, the burglar is seen picking up a black bag and taking off with it, hopping over the front gate. Homeowner Carl Pacheco, his wife and 5-year-old son were not in the main home at the time, but he confirms his elderly parents were inside the home's extension.
They were sleeping, and when they woke up, they found the screen doors open. After that, we didn't think much of it, but My wife and I checked the cameras because I noticed a few things were missing.
Fortunately, no one was harmed.
Yeah, my father was sleeping on the couch and the door was wide open. So, fortunately enough, he didn't hurt my dad. A little bit after that, my dad walks out. So, it's actually good that they didn't make any contact. So, yeah, it was only like 5 to 10 minutes, and then you could see my dad walking around, looking as if somebody's been in, because he's wondering why the screen doors were open.
The thief got away with the bag that contained his work laptop, AirPods, and about $1,000 in cash. Despite having the footage as evidence, he says Guam police officers told him there was not much more they could do with the blurry image of the suspect's face. For now, Pacheco says the thief did more than just take away his personal belongings. He took away his family's sense of security.
I'm upset. I usually trust a lot of people. I'm very open, and just having our, boundary destroyed, and it ruins the reputation of the neighborhood. My wife, she doesn't want to stay in the house anymore even in the village anymore, since this was actually the third time we've been burglarized.
Oh wow.
And since then it's been escalating.
Since the incident, he and his family bought more deadbolt locks, indoor cameras, installing motion sensors, floodlights, and alarm systems. If you have any information about this burglary, you are asked to report it to the police or to guam.crimestoppersweb.com. Julian Hernandez, KUAM News.
Thanks, Jules. We'll have more news in a moment.
Keep it here to KUAM News Primetime.
The wait is over, Guam. The all-new state-of-the-art car wash is now open at Cars Plus. Introducing Finish Line Express, open 7 days a week. The all-new cashless drive-through car wash is also the largest car wash on island that can accommodate vehicles such as lifted Jeeps and full-size pickup trucks. Just roll up, pick a wash, insert credit card, or show your EverWash app, and roll through. Plus, power vacuums are available to clean the interior. Show your vehicle some love today at the all-new car wash at Cars Plus in Mighty. Open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week.
Let's eat, y'all, let's eat, y'all, let's see if you can keep up with the beat, y'all. Take a seat, y'all, time to feast, y'all. Then let's see what you can really do for me, y'all. Crab legs, duck eggs, bon appetit, y'all. And another round of drinks, can't even speak, though. Can't keep my eyes off his precious cheeks, and I thought I saw what was that for me, y'all. RSVP, are you gonna be there with me?
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replay, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
Well, one CNMI lawmaker asking where all the construction workers who are supposed to be working on revitalizing Saipan's tourist district.
Regional correspondent Tomas Manglotnia found the answers and files this report on the $11 million project in Garapan.
It is now a full-blown construction zone. Paseo de Marianas is going to be opened up to vehicular traffic, two-way traffic with nice wider sidewalks, nice stone pavers, nice new lighting and landscaping throughout the street.
The NMI's first Economic Development Administration grant to reach construction continues to break new ground as part of its $11 million transformation of Saipan's tourist district in Garapan. Construction will take place in 4 phases until 2024.
We plan to focus on this in the meantime only because once this is open to vehicular traffic, it will allow circulation to be allow traffic to circulate much better.
But at least one lawmaker has raised concerns over the progress. Representative Ed Probst writing online, "Where are all the construction workers? This project should be completed within 60 days for the sake of the few existing businesses that have remained open there." Concepcion says the two-way street will be finished in a month. and the dozen or so businesses nearby still have 24/7 access to their properties.
With this opening, more traffic, more parking stalls will be available. Traffic circulation will be much smoother, and it will allow for businesses to attract more clientele to their stores, to their doors. No construction project is easy. This one, because it involves revitalizing the main tourist district in the Commonwealth, is probably the most important infrastructure project that we have ongoing right now.
Tomas Manglonia, KUAM News, Saipan.
It's been a month since the CNMI government terminated an $8 million sole source contract with regional airliner Marianas Southern Airways. Since then, the Senate has held a hearing to address inter-island travel concerns, and executives from MSA say they are still waiting to hear from the governor. However, KUAM obtained a letter sent from Governor Arnold Palacios to Stan Little. To Chairman and CEO of Southern Airways Express on March 10th, Palacios wrote, quote, "There are no funds available for the contract." He added, similar letters of termination have been sent to other vendors and contractors funded under the American Rescue Plan Act since the termination. MSA increased its ticket prices and told senators that it will remain operating in the islands if the people want their services here.
And as the CNMI's executive branch prepares to cut working hours from 80 to 72 starting in April, Rota will make more drastic cuts. Mayor Aubrey Hokog met with CNMI Governor Arnold Palacios recently to discuss a laundry list of issues. At the top of that list are the looming budget cuts amid the Commonwealth's fiscal crisis. The Rota Mayor's office, which employs 110 people, will be cutting more hours.
Because we do not have the amount needed to keep them at 72, it will be at 64 hours, and that will sustain the whole our whole personnel.
The mayor says the decision to cut more hours was made by the staff in an effort to keep everyone employed. 30 employees would have had to have been furloughed on the initial 8-hour reduction. Hokog says they are aggressively seeking federal grants to cover costs.
And now for a look at your world at home. A beautiful view captured of a plumeria tree or calachucha.
Looks like skies over Ipan. Views like this plus more music streaming now on Isla Digital Radio. Just click that QR code.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Spike and set. Welcome to KUAM Sports. Now time to check in with our partners at Clutch Guam.
Check out the final score. We'll be right back.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Guam is truly a majestic place with its sheer natural beauty, wealth of beaches, and culturally rich landscape. Unfortunately, Guam has a real problem with unwanted invasive species. Help us in preventing their introduction and spread. The coconut rhinoceros beetle, the little fire ant, the African snail, Siam weed. These are just a few of the numerous invasives on Guam. Follow proper custom procedures when bringing plants and animals into Guam.
Help protect Guam. Tell your family and friends about invasive species.
To report invasive species, call 475-PEST.
Are you up to date with your COVID-19 vaccines and boosters? Getting a COVID-19 vaccine, even after you've recovered from a COVID infection, provides added protection against the virus and protects you from getting seriously ill and being hospitalized. The CDC recommends that all eligible persons stay up to date with their COVID-19 vaccines and boosters per their recommendations. Get the booster for protection. Remember, prevention saves lives.
Well, to celebrate Women's History Month, every Wednesday in March, we'll be introducing you to some amazing women.
That's right. Our weekly feature, Women's History is Now, celebrates women in different industries. This week, we shine the spotlight on just a few of the island's entrepreneurs and business owners.
Hafide, my name is Jessica Leon Guerrero, and I'm the president of M80 Systems.
My name is Carmela Taekwenko. I am the owner of Bloom Floral and Gifts.
My name is Jaron Gondro-Oli, and I am the founder of Training with Jay and Pacific Grappling Events.
Kwahusi Mina Forest Control. I am the owner and founder of New Matlu Refillery.
Guam has so many talented athletes, so our mission is to come together and make ourselves better. I wanted to create a platform for our local athletes to gain more experience rather than having them fly out and pay thousands of dollars just to get experience off the mainland. So to gain more experience here for a better future out there.
The mission is definitely trifold. One starts with educating people about the waste issue on our island, the fact that we create 660,000 pounds of trash a day, and after educating them, inspire of the products they're bringing into their homes, specifically plastic. And then I think the third part of our mission is to really uplift and encourage those on island who are already making eco-friendly products, waste-free products, non-toxic products, and so supporting those businesses as much as possible. The other day, someone ordered flowers for someone that was kind of going through like a hard time. So I think my mission is like, I want to make things that make people happy and bring joy and whatnot.
Working with people. I think every day just meeting new people, whether it's clients or customers come in, just working with people and understanding where they want to go, their vision, and how M80 can be part of that journey for them. And then working with my team. Well, I look at my team and they are amazing, talented people.
The community we're able to build, a lot of our customers are homemakers, you know, mothers as well as fathers, but a lot of families. And so when customers come in with all of their kids, it's really personal because we help them out. We know what they do for work. And so having a really strong bond with the community has been amazing.
Every challenge and turn it into an opportunity. I read a book a while back. The title was Everything is Figure Outable. And it really is. I mean, sometimes we go into new things, we explore new options, or we're just throwing curveballs in what we do. And, you know, sometimes we look at it and we're like, how are we going to do this? And so I think it's just take that challenge, turn it into an opportunity, whether it's an opportunity to learn something new about yourself, to get through something and just be like, hey, I guess we figured it out.
My mantra is to have faith. If you move with purpose and passion, everything will fall into place.
I think when I'm having like a really rough time, probably my dog or like, you know, my friends or my family that are nearby, like if I'm super stressed out, like just like the support system that I have that really like helps me not be as like stressed out.
Being an athlete, a mother, and a business owner, unplugging with my family is like the best feeling.
Taking deep breaths really does help. And then getting up and go grabbing a cup of coffee, that helps too. For me, one of the songs that always helps me to understand the journey I'm on is The Climb by Miley Cyrus. In that song, she talks about always wanting to move mountains, right? And there's always gonna be a new mountain that you wanna climb, that you wanna move. But it's not only about getting up to the top and how fast you get there, or even what's on the other side once you get there. It's really that climb, that journey that gets you there.
I'm a huge 80s fan, and so is our store manager, and so we have a dedicated 80s playlist that really pumps us up. We love Pat Benatar, and anything that really, brings the vibes would be great to play.
One of my favorite songs I like to listen to is This Is What We Came For by Calvin Harris and Rihanna. For me, it reminds me of why I do what I do. That's why I love being an entrepreneur.
So my hype songs, I know this is gonna be very strange, but it's more like heavy metal kind of songs or like rap songs. So that really gets me like going. I don't know if it's like the words or like just, yeah. So I try to put some of that stuff on and then it like really gets me hyped up.
Finally tonight, your birthday wishes.
Here's your Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club shout-out submitted on KUAM.com.
Happy birthday on this Wednesday to Dorothy, Sablan, and Mam. Happy birthday to a wonderful mom, grandma, and great-grandma. We pray that God continues to bless you today and always, and your family, friends, neighbors, and everyone whose lives that you've touched in very positive ways. Miss Dorothy says we love you very, very much. A wonderful member of our island community, and we wish you and your entire family the best birthday celebration you can have. Happy birthday to Dorothy.
Happy birthday to everyone celebrating out there. I know, Des, you wish it was Friday already so we can give away that free cake and eat some of it too. Well, Esagui in Mizu primetime show si Zeus Mas iput and Enega Guahusi Nick Delgado.
Guahusi Destiny Cruz Nafan Safu Hamzu Zagosa Iponi.
KUAM News Hotspot is brought to you by Calvo Enterprises, Inc.
Man, we got good bandwidth today, which means that we are coming to you live, as we always do, right here at 11 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook. Hafa day, everybody. We are KUM, and we are coming to you from our Harmon Studios. We got a lot to tell you about. Good things happening on the island, and we are going to tell you all about it so that you can plan to be part of this amazing experience. All right, this is the hotspot. This is what we are working on today. We continue to celebrate Women's History Month throughout the month of March with our Herstory series. Herstory, Her Story. Either way you say it, it's totally cool. And we will celebrate some amazing entrepreneurial women, show you the secrets to their success in the world of business. We also have details to the 15th annual Coconut Festival. We're taking you to Agani Heights. Well, technically, Agani Heights is coming here, and they're going to get you ready for all the myriad of ways that you can enjoy the coconut, so stay tuned for that. Also, we are going to take a look at what's coming up with island weather, and trust me, our boy Landon at the NWS is super, super pumped because World Meteorological Day is tomorrow. There's a lot going on. We'll tell you all about that. Well, to celebrate Women's History Month, as I alluded to, every Wednesday we are introducing you to some truly amazing women, and today we have no shortage of that. We have amazing ladies who have turned their ideas, their passion, their vision into real working businesses. And you know what? They're really, really successful at it. They've learned a lot of things on the way. They've overcome road bumps. They've made good money. They have inspired other people. And we hope they will inspire you because it's this week's installment of Her Story.
Hafa day, my name is Jessica Leon Guerrero, and I'm the president of M80 Systems.
My name is Carmela Taekwenko. I am the owner of Bloom Floral and Gifts.
My name is Jerron Gondooli, and I'm the founder of Training with Jay and Pacific Grappling Events.
Guahusi Mina Forest Control. I am the owner and founder of New Matlu Refillery.
Guam has so many talented athletes, so our mission is to come together and make ourselves better. I wanted to create a platform for our local athletes to gain more experience rather than having them fly out and pay thousands of dollars just to get experience off the mainland. So to gain more experience here for a better future out there.
The mission is definitely trifold. One starts with educating people about the waste issue on our island, the fact that we create 660,000 pounds of trash a day. And after educating them, inspiring our community to really be mindful of the products they're bringing into their homes, specifically plastic. And then I think the third part of our mission is to really uplift and encourage those on island who are already making eco-friendly products, waste-free products, non-toxic products, and so supporting those businesses as much as possible.
The other day, someone ordered flowers for someone that was kind of going through like a hard time. So I think my mission is like, I want to make things that make people happy and bring joy and whatnot.
Working with people. I think every day just meeting new people, whether it's clients or customers who come in, just working with people and understanding where they want to go, their vision, and how M80 can be part of that journey for them. And then working with my team. You know, I look at my team and they are amazing, talented people.
The community we're able to build, a lot of our customers are homemakers, you know, mothers as well as fathers, but a lot of families. And so when customers come in with all of their kids, it's really personal because we help them out, we know what they do for work, and so having a really strong bond with the community has been amazing.
Take every challenge and turn it into an opportunity. I read a book a while back. The title was Everything is Figure Outable. And it really is. I mean, sometimes we go into new things, we explore new options, or we're just throwing curveballs in what we do. And, you know, sometimes we look at it and we're like, how are we going to do this? And so I think it's just take that challenge, turn it into an opportunity, whether it's an opportunity to learn something new about yourself, to get through something and just be like, hey, I guess we figured it out.
My mantra is to have faith. If you move with purpose and passion, everything will fall into place.
I think when I'm having like a really rough time, probably my dog or like, you know, my friends or my family that are nearby, like if I'm super stressed out, like just like the support system that I have that really like helps me not be as like stressed out.
Being an athlete, a mother, and a business owner, unplugging with my family is like the best feeling.
Taking deep breaths really does help. And then getting up and go grabbing a cup of coffee, that helps too. For me, one of the songs that always helps me to understand the journey I'm on is The Climb by Miley Cyrus. In that song, she talks about always wanting to move mountains, right? And there's always going to be a new mountain that you want to climb, that you want to move. But it's not only about getting up to the top and how fast you get there, or even what's on the other side once you get there. It's really that climb, that journey that gets you there.
I'm a huge 80s fan, and so is our store manager. And so we have a dedicated 80s playlist that really pumps us up. We love Pat Benatar, and anything that really, you know, brings the vibes would be great to play.
One of my favorite songs I like to listen to is This Is What We Came For by Calvin Harris and Rihanna. For me, it reminds me of why I do what I do. That's why I love being an entrepreneur.
So my hype songs, I know this is gonna be very strange, but it's more like heavy metal kind of songs or like rap songs. So that really gets me like going. I don't know if it's like the words or like just, yeah. So I try to put some of that stuff on and then it like really gets me hyped up.
All right, everybody, time for News Bites. Here is what's happening around the island today. The Hyatt and GHRA are hosting the Former's first community outreach market promoting local products and sustainability at High Market. You can stop by the Grand Ballroom on March 23rd from 5 to 8 for an evening of local artisans, live music, beer gardens, food, and much more. Locally made and grown products will be featured. Big congratulations, and you know, we always like to celebrate our wonderful, wonderful servicemen and women here on the show, so thank you and salute to all of you who wear the uniform. Airman Jaron Ray Escudero Leongaro is from Haget, and he graduated from the U.S. Air Force basic military training at Lackland Air Force Base in Texas on March the 16th. All right, good job there, and thank you for your service. Mark your calendars, because on March 25th, the Saturday Swap Meet and Marketplace at Freedom Park in Tamuning will be happening. It goes down starting at 7 in the morning and goes until 1 in the afternoon, where you can enjoy Guam's largest indoor flea market. Size matters, and Tamuning is doing it big. So the largest flea market, you're going to save some money and you're going to find some really, really cool things. The Rotary Club of Northern Guam recently had their recent, they recently had their recent monthly project cleaning, in which they water blasted and painted the Dedido skate park. I'm from Dedido. I really, really appreciate what the Rotary Club of Northern Guam did and what they continue to do for our community. They are born and preach service, and they practice what they preach. So thank you, Rotarians, for taking care of that Dedido skate park. Always a great place, and especially for the young ones, and they are keeping it clean and safe. All right, stay tuned, because after this, we will celebrate the coconut. We're going to go nuts for coconuts when we come back and show you what Agana Heights has in store for us at Coconut Fest 2023. That's on the Hotspot after this.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Only Pizza Hut lets you surround your favorite pizza with greatness. The one and only stuffed crust pizza tempts your taste buds with melted cheese stuffed inside that amazing crust. And at just $18.99 with one topping, the stuffed crust pizza is truly irresistible. So grab your slice of pizza perfection with cheesy goodness baked right into the crust. The stuffed crust pizza, just $18.99 with one topping. Only at Pizza Hut, the island's best. Local Music Mashup. For the first 3 Thursdays of every month, sit back, relax, and vibe out as we showcase Guam's local talent through their video submissions. Tune in for Local Music Mashup on KUAM TV8 at 6:30 p.m. and TV11 at 7:30 p.m. Or catch it on KUAM digital platforms. You're not going to want to miss this.
Local Music Mashup is brought to you by Burger King. You rule. Watch Mariana's artists, activists, and visionaries and their quest to protect, preserve, and promote our Chamorro culture on the Culture Club, a weekly feature on KUAM News digital platform and the KUAM News Weekend Edition.
Culture Club, brought to you by Hanum, the freshest bottled water made in Guam. KUAM News, winner of the 2022 Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for the Culture Club.
You know, here on the Hotspot, we like to invite all of the island's villages. Every municipality is welcome here to Harmon. Come on in. You know, it's a safe place. We talk about amazing island events, and there is exactly one of those coming up on April the 14th, which is closer than you actually might think. My friends at the Agana Heights Mayor's Office have been working really, really hard to put on the 15th Coconut Festival. We have Miss Angelica and Miss Jenny here, and we are talking about it. And we also have a very, very special guest. This is Niduk, the official mascot of the Coconut Festival. Hi, Niduk. Half a day. You guys, Niduk look like he just fell from the tree. He's got a nice brown color to him and everything like that, as most islanders do. So congratulations on having Coconut Festival again. You know, my family's from Agana Heights. This is a wonderful event. Really, really proud to be connected with Agana Heights.
Awesome. And we're happy to be back after 3 years of no festival.
Far too long.
Yeah, far too long. But yeah, we're happy to be back, and we're looking forward for the community to come out and the island of Guam to share this festival that we've been having over the last 15 years.
Okay, now I'm going to say this because, you know, I grew up in the village. You know, my Nana and my Tata both had a house there, the house that my dad grew up in. I know that people say that Agana Heights is, I mean, technically it's one of the island's like smaller villages, but we like to do things big there. And you always expand, and the Coconut Festival this year, it's in a new location, first of all. So different format, different location. So where's it going to be?
It's going to be at Fort Agata, formerly known and better known as Fort Apugan. And it's right by Government House.
That wonderful outlook that you can see the entire, like, Agana Bay, you see Boat Basin and everything like that.
Yes,
it's absolutely
amazing
wonderful.
View.
You see Agana Shopping Center. And that's a wonderful place to have the event. Now, there's always vendors there, and there's a cajillion things you can do with the coconut. I know you have, Jenny, some of them like right here.
So this is a purse. It's made of coconut shells.
Nijuk, are you okay with us showing like maybe some of your relatives being used like as art right now? Okay, he's cool.
Yeah, so this is a purse.
Nice.
Really
I never would have.
cute.
Okay.
Coconut shells. There you go.
Is this like really, really? Okay,
Yes, it
very,
is.
very durable too. Okay, and I can also see that as potentially like, you know, like if your kids get out of line, it's like, hey,
Right.
remember what I told you?
And then this
Stop
is
crying
a,
before I give you something to cry about.
This is a wine glass
Oh, nice.
made with a coconut shell as well.
And that's the one thing
Yes.
about like Angelica, that our people, we have such a connection to the coconut because it's always been throughout our history so plentiful, but also we use all parts of it. I mean, like, you know, we don't waste.
Of course, you can use the branches for anything and everything. We have a whole bunch of products made from it as well. We have hats, we have mats, place mats, and so forth. So not just the coconut itself, but the husk as well. And then even the inside, you can use it with food. You can make coconut oil, you can make manhud teasers, coconut candy, and everyone uses coconut nowadays, coconut milk nowadays for anything and everything. Or even
Absolutely.
coconut for your kelagwins.
Coconut water is a big thing too.
Oh yes.
Yes, it is.
I have you seen any locals actually make coconut water? I know like there's a bunch of stateside companies that make it, but I know coconut water is all the rage right now.
I don't know anyone personally, but I know in the past, Mayor McDonald has had a fresh manhud juice, really cold and refreshing on that day. It's usually sold out, like right away.
You know what? We could make history at the Coconut Festival, everybody. Somebody come up with a recipe, put the formula together, and we could debut Guam's first locally produced coconut water, we would hope. Okay, that's also a rather large coconut that you've got on your lap, Angelica.
Yes, this was an entry. So we have a contest. This was an entry, and this won as the largest coconut in the 2008 Coconut Fair. So we have a contest, and we're calling out for the biggest coconut husked, and then the biggest coconut not husked, and then also the biggest live coconut crab, the tallest chicken, and the heaviest chicken. And we also have cash prizes for each category.
Okay, so and can kids enter this as well? Because, you know, I mean, coconuts fall into like everybody's yard, and they'd be like, hey, that's a pretty big one. Or, you know, I know a chicken that comes in my yard. Seems like he could be a winner.
No limitations on the age. There is an application, or there's a form that you'll need to complete, and then submit. Our deadline for entries is
12 noon on Sunday.
Okay, well, you got some time, but, you know, make sure to get those applications
April
in.
16.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay, so Jenny, can we talk about, like, you know, I always knew, and one of the reasons why I love Agana Heights, like with every fiber of my being so much, is it's such a tightly knit community, and it really, I mean, you really do feel whoever's house you go to.
Most definitely.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you feel like your family. Everybody's welcoming. You know, everybody goes to church together. It's such an incredible community. How has the community rallied together to really make this the best coconut festival ever?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. All the residents that just come to show their support, the entries, we get a lot of input from the residents as well. We have a lot of residents that also come out and showcase their talent. We've also opened an invitation out to Agana Heights Elementary students, as done in the past, to show their talent, showcase their talent. We have a contest as well. The classroom who participates in the most coconut crafts will win a pizza party. So that makes everything really exciting.
Has anybody had coconut on a pizza? You could.
I'm sure.
Yes, Nick, would you try that? I would totally try coconut on a pizza. Coconut. Nick Delgado, is he not a genius, everybody? Coconut candy pizza. Okay, that's going to happen at the Coconut Festival. That might be KUAM's contribution.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so let's talk about parking now, because of course we're moving it. I still say Fort Apugan, right? We're moving it to Fort Agata, Fort Apugan, however you want to classify it. I'm assuming that rather large parking lot across the street that typically, you know, houses either people going to the SDA church there or people like attending official business at Government House, will that be used for community parking?
Most definitely.
Okay.
And we'll have shuttle services available as well for the elderly, disabled. Yes.
Okay, and
anyone
now
that needs that extra assistance.
Absolutely, that's wonderful. Angelica, are there any other spots available for vendors? Because people are probably watching this right now and they were like, I am so in.
We do. We have a couple of spots available. We're also inviting the food trucks, anyone on wheels, mobile vendors. We also have rides too, and then we do have a coconut display too. So anyone from arts and crafts, food, novelties, games, even if you have a special recipe, bring it out. I'm sure it'd be popular.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Jenny, you've got a couple other things here. Can we highlight these?
Of course.
It's a classy show right here on the Hotspot. You know, we only drink our wine out of coconut chalices. We're like that.
And this is another one. It's the husk and the coconut shell, and they made it into a bowl and just varnished it.
Yeah, you can use that to a bowl, ashtray,
Yes.
coin.
Right.
Change.
Coin holder.
That and look at can you hold that up for like a second so Santa Rita P can get a shot of that? Look at the finish on this and the sheen that it's got. That is absolutely beautiful.
Right.
That is the work of a true craftsman right there. That is amazing. Okay, and then there's this
And this
red.
coconut, this coconut was
I was gonna say you brought in a strawberry.
a couple years ago. It's actually a beetle, a ladybug.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, not a beetle, ladybug. And this was entered by one of the students at Agana Heights Elementary. So this is basically what we're asking from them again, is to be crafty with their coconuts. Must be a full coconut, just like this. And the classroom with the most participation will win the pizza party.
Very nice.
We're very excited for that too.
Okay, so how about if kids want to? They have to actually decorate a real life coconut, right?
Yes.
They can't go on Photoshop and say I downloaded a picture of a coconut and I'm gonna apply like grading.
No, because all entries entered in any of our contests will become part of our museum, Coconut Museum.
Very nice. Let me ask the two of you, because you've been working on this for like so long, and the both of you, and I really mean this sincerely, you guys typify the love that Agana Heights has, you know, not only for itself, but for the other villages and everything. What does it mean to actually celebrate the coconut and have that be emblematic of our village?
We are just so pleased because, as most people know, coconut is the tree of life. So we're very humbled that we were able to share the different things you can do with the coconut. Coconut today, there's over 200 different things you can do with coconut.
Okay, now we are running out of time, unfortunately. Once again, cheers everybody from the Coconut Chalice. Angelica, I'd like to, can you please dispel a myth for me? Because I love Agana Heights, but I've been doing this kind of work for 24 years. I've always wanted to know, is White Lady Bridge, does Agana Heights claim that, or does Maina claim it?
That's
Maina.
Santa Rita Pizzas, that's Maina. Okay, what do we say from the Agana Heights Mayor's Office? I've always said that White Lady Bridge is Agana Heights.
So Agana Heights is before the White Lady Bridge, and then after the White Lady Bridge is Maina. So we both share a portion of the White Lady Bridge.
Okay, we can share.
And we all take heart into taking care of that area as well.
Absolutely. So, cheers. See, that's what it's all about. Agana Heights is a wonderful community, and we're all about sharing. So, ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much.
We look forward to seeing you all on the weekend of April 14th through the 16th.
Absolutely. Real quick, what's the
Friday, April 14th from 4 to 10, Saturday, April 15th, 4 to 10, and Sunday from 12 to 6.
There
Hope
you go.
to see you there.
We are going to celebrate the coconut, and we are going to celebrate awesome stuff when the Hotspot comes back. Cheers once again.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
The wait is over, Guam. The all-new state-of-the-art car wash is now open at Cars Plus. Introducing Finish Line Express, open 7 days a week. The all-new cash drive-thru car wash is also the largest car wash on island that can accommodate vehicles such as lifted Jeeps and full-size pickup trucks. Just roll up, pick a wash, insert credit card, or show your EverWash app and roll through. Plus, power vacuums are available to clean the interior. Show your vehicle some love today at the all-new car wash at Cars Plus in Mighty. Open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week.
Catch KUAM News Hotspot, a multi-platform news program broadcasting and streaming at 11 a.m. on KUAM TV8 Tuesdays through Fridays, with rebroadcasting at 3:30 p.m., as well as live streaming globally on our Facebook Live and YouTube digital platforms. Jason Solis features a blend of local, national, and regional news, plus lifestyle and entertainment features and extended interviews with top newsmakers.
KUAM News Hotspot is brought to you by Calvo Enterprises, Inc.
We're keeping you in the know with everything health and wellness every week on Health Check during KUAM News Hotspot. Stay up to date with the latest health news. Learn Body and Soul, Watch Health Check Tuesdays on KUAM News Hotspot at 11 a.m. on KUAM TV8 and streaming on our digital platforms. Health Check is presented to you by the Medical City.
All right, joining me now is for Workweek weather forecast in the middle of the week, and we did that deliberately because it's a big, big day for Guam's weather watchers, and we appreciate each and every one of them and their effort. Landon Aidlet outside the Teaden office there, and the future's so bright, apparently you got to wear shades.
I definitely need some shades because the sun never stops shining, so we always have to be prepared. But likewise,
you've been waiting all week to break out that joke with the prop, haven't you?
All week I've been waiting. But yeah, we are outside today at the weather office because we have a lot of stuff going on today. This is the Barragata Mayor's office over here that's setting up for our World Meteorological Day. It's going to take place tomorrow morning, Thursday, March 23rd, from 8 o'clock in the morning to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. A lot of excitement here at the weather office.
Okay, so of course, a World Meteorological Day, right? What does this mean to the civilian, or to the casual weather observer? Which, admittedly, we only really care if there is a typhoon. The other 360 days of the year and everything, we love the island weather.
Yeah, this is an off time for us on Guam. This is peacetime in weather world because there's not much going on. You're coming out of the winter, the peak dry season, or the peak windy season. You're starting into the drier weather. And then, of course, we got typhoon season coming up later this year. This is our peacetime at the weather office where we do our practicing, our training, our education, our outreach events. And so World Meteorological Day, which is celebrated by the World Meteorological Organization, celebrating the coming into force of the convention that set up the WMO back in 1950. And so that's celebrated every year on March 23rd. So we've been recognizing the day since March 23rd, 2021 to commemorate the occasion and really to drive home to the community messages of weather readiness and preparedness. And so this year, COVID's out of the way. We're going to be doing an open house, our first ever with the National Weather Service.
Okay, what can we expect to see down at the open house? And open houses are two of the most wonderful two-word phrases in the English language.
Yeah, definitely tomorrow we're pulling out the stuff. We're going to be having a community-wide open house. And so we are inviting everyone from the community to join us at the Weather Forecast Office here in Teachen, Guam, to learn about the Weather Service mission, our operations, how we do what we do on a daily basis. But these canopies right here, we're going to have 14 partner agencies from across Guam. That includes our territorial partners, our federal partners, DOD, and then other civilian agencies that will be on site with us to demonstrate their role in the weather, the climate, the environment, and emergency management and preparedness. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to have an exciting time. We've confirmed field trips for upwards of 900 school students that will be coming from across Guam to visit our facilities. So we're going to have a lot of folks, a lot of excitement here tomorrow.
Okay, how about, Landon, if people would like, and we talk about job and career opportunities, for weather watchers all the time and everything, but most people would think that and it's funny that you and I are talking right now, that the only real jobs you can have and get paid to actually talk about the weather are people that do what you do for a living as a professional, trained, schooled meteorologist, or people that do what we do and, just stand in front of a TV camera and just pontificate about what might happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes of weather forecasting, and that's collecting the data. You're going to see a lot of our sensors and equipment out in the backyard. It's going to be one of our tour stops. We're going to have guided tours to show you what we do on a daily basis, who we watch out for, who we forecast for across the regions, not just Guam or the CNMI, but it's also Micronesia, the Marshall Islands, and Palau. We have a number of weather threats and hazards that we want to educate people on during the tour of our facility. So you get to meet the meteorologists, see our facility, especially if you've never been here before, but then also get to meet many of the partners that will be out here in the parking lot tomorrow. There's such a culminating process, and the world of weather preparedness and readiness, it's a culminating effort that we have to feature the media, you all at KUAM and all of our other media partners, as well as the emergency managers, Homeland Security. It takes a village to promote weather readiness. And so when that typhoon strikes, it might be this year, it might be next year. We have to be ready to go.
Absolutely. Okay. And now I'm going to actually ask you to, eat your own dog food, as they say, right? Because obviously you more than anybody want really, really pristine weather to be over the next couple days, because you guys will be doing so many things. And, you know, shout out to all of those hard workers from the Barrigada Mayor's office. They're setting up like those tarps. I've set up many of those kind of tarps, so you're bringing back some good memories. But what do you expect as far as the weather for the next couple of days as you guys do your outreach?
We are hoping it's going to be sunny and dry tomorrow. The only problem, it should be dry tomorrow.
That sounded very scientific, by the way.
We have a couple of showers passing through, but it's otherwise that surface trough that was given us showers last couple of days, that's now pushing through. So conditions should dry out today, but we're watching an area of stronger winds that's sitting just east of KUAM and the CNMI this morning. That's going to progress our way later today and tomorrow. So the winds will be creeping upward today, becoming possibly gusty tomorrow. So we're going to be drilling the canopies into the concrete today, and we're going to make sure they are well anchored, because these will need to be secured, because it will be breezy and gusty upwards of 15 to 20 mile per hour winds with higher gusts.
Buenos Zenhafides. As you all know, our island's had a very successful year, and I'd love to hear about all of the progress we've made. Skylar, why don't we start with you?
We've helped over 1,200 Guam kids and their families pay for childcare.
And that's over $5.5 million in childcare costs so far. Over 130 after-school and community care programs have received grant funding for programs like swimming.
And cycling.
And soccer. And jiu-jitsu. We've also graduated 3 cohorts in our provider certification program at GCC.
And certified over 70.
Looks like we have a messaging coming from headquarters.
Hi kids, I just want to say congratulations on all your successes this past year.
Thank you, Governor Lou. We couldn't have done it without you.
Keep up the great work.
This ad is paid for with funds administered by the Department of Public Health and Social Services.
The most tempting part of your week is guaranteed to be the Subway and Chili's Lunchbox Hours. Catch it Mondays through Fridays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Breeze 93.9 FM as we bring you the greatest hits of your lifetime from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and the 2000s. So grab yourself a mouth-watering Subway Series Select sandwich or something sizzling and flavorful from Chili's. This Lunchbox Hour is brought to you by Subway, Eat Fresh, and Chili's, where more life and great value happen here.
The One Micronesia Show, Sundays on the stations and digital platforms of KUAM Communication.